Yeah, good afternoon, guys. Welcome back to Deco Graphic Design Training. I believe we're all doing great today. Today, I brought to you good news. There's this application which I find interesting. You will love it. Having a lot of updated than PixelLab, even than other applications so far. Mind you, there are two applications, not just one. But I've gone through all these applications, having a blending and very easy to use. It has a combination of everything PixelLab is having. So I find it very easy to make use of it. The blending mode work excellently. This application is called GoDaddy Studio. The second one is Bizat. This Bizat, I know they are all popular applications, but I just recently find about it. But it will work perfectly, excellently. There is nothing you want to do with your smartphone that you can use this application to do. Because it's purposely made for photo editing, which is meant for mobile application, and allow you to add the text to images and alter color, font and background to create a beautiful branded content right from your phone. You can download it through your preferred mobile app store. That is the good news there. I've tested it on my iPhone. I tested it on my Android phone. The reason why I'm introducing the GoDaddy Studio first is because I'm able to make use of all the feature there compared to Bizarre. Bizarre was is having a pro version which you need to pay kind of 1,600 and something naira if you are Nigerian, and if you are Ghana you need to pay almost like 40 cedis which is around $3 if you are outside Nigeria and Ghana. So that's the reason why I'm still working on that, because I love the Bizat as well, but they have similar characteristics. So how this application look like, you can find it on your Play Store. As I said, this is the application I'm talking about. If you are iPhone user, I can't display because my iPhone is with me here, but you can actually get this application as well on your on your iPhone. So there's no cause for alarm that PixelLab is not working on my this PixelLab is not working on that. So you can run exactly perfectly anything you can run on PixelLab, you can run more than that here. So now let's open this application so that we see how the application look like. So this is the application. Right, when you open it, it has a lot of template like a Canva, so you can actually download it. One of the amazing things I like this about this application, you don't need to search for resources. Go to Google and opt out from your the application and be looking for resources. No, you search whatever you want there. They connected with other sites where you can check and search for resources like a Pixel. Everything is connected. You can search for whatever resources you want there, and they have a link in bio. Let's take it for instance, you have a lot of links like a social media where you want it. You have a Twitter, Instagram, you have a WhatsApp link, you have a YouTube. You can put it like a link tree in this particular place, as you can see. So you can put all your link in one place. So when you add it, just as this, you can put everything in one link. Let me close and reopen Studio. So when you download it, this is it. This is the interface. So the link I'm talking about look exactly just like this. Let it load. So I've tested many things here. Okay, so this is it. You can start editing or go about it very easy. So let this one load finish. Okay, this is what I'm trying to load. Cancel. So here you can see categorically this is where you had your image, you had this, then it will generate one particular link. It has a color palette. Excuse. It has a color palette that you can use. So if you select all this kind of color, it will be changing it automatically for you. You can see it will be changing the color. You can use your own customized color for it. Then whenever you have a business or a client, you can just share the link to the person. The person will know, just pick any of the link that is okay for him or her. And that is that about this, about that. So after that, let's discard this. Let's discard. We can come to the project. So look at it. Whatever the project you did, you can still share like PLP. You can share your work just exactly like PLP. You understand? So take it for instance, if you finish any work or you this one is not like I'm working, then I go. Then when I come back, I don't see my work again like PixelLab. I didn't save, I didn't do this. No, whatever you do, it has a retentive memory. The application is have a retention. Whatever you do will be saved here. When you come back, you can just tap. Like for instance, I'm working on that application, then I want to look at some things. So this is the what I'm working on, as you can see. So I've been working on this thing and I find it amazing. So I have to pause. I can't hold that joy. Say, let me share with you people, you guys. So when you look at it, this is it. I just left. I've closed the application in as you can see. Then when I came back, everything I'm doing is still there. When I'm selecting the font, is where I put this 30 when I want to write the date. Then I look at it, I find it very interesting. You can edit video there as well. This is the video. So when you want to put in the video, you can bring the video, edit it inside this particular application. It's combine the graphics and video editing as well. So which I'm going to be showing you. Just keep updated to my channel. If you don't click the bell icon before, please tap so that you can be notified whenever I update my channel with amazing video like this. So after this, we are going back now. So we go directly. If you want to start your work again, you want to start, this is how the application will open. Then you tap on the plus sign. Then we have a variety of sizes here. So which size do you want to use? We can tap on this square size, which is 1080 by 1080. So after that, this is how the background normally look like here. This is a custom background. Then you can change the color. Just tap on it. When you tap, click on edit. Then you have off. The color is already off. You can tap on the color here. Then you select the kind of a color you want. And this is the color bucket. You can tap on it where you are going to select your own color. And another thing is that if you have a color code, you just come here and you type excuse, tap the color code there. And as you can see, I'm using this particular, and it has a color picker as well. So when you tap here, you can use the color picker just exactly like a PixelLab. Now we are done with this. Then the next thing is to bring our objects, our resources. Tap on the image, click. What I'm saying is this. You see, these are my gallery, what I have in my gallery. So let's take it for instance, this is my logo. If you want to add your logo, then this is the what I have in my gallery. If you want to go to GoDaddy site to search for something, you understand, you can click on that. This is on Splash, where you can search for resources, whether for graphics or video editing. As you can see, you can remove the background automatically. This is a PixelLab. It's one of the sites for resources. You can see it. Just search whatever you want. Let's say happy, you see, ordinary happy. I just search happy lady receiving call, or happy lady. Let's say happy lady, and look at it. You can see, just look at it. You can see, so you can download it easily without looking for anything, without go to the Google to search for anything. Once you download, you make use of it there. All the resources of everything are in one place. Is that not amazing? So that one will give you an avenue. I think my network is very, very poor. So it will just automatically download, and when it's downloaded, you can go ahead and make use of it. So I think my network is somehow. Let me on and off again. Don't know whether, let's see. Okay, you see it's my network. So now I have this. How can I remove the background? You can see remove the image background. Let's see how it will work. Because one of the amazing things I like about the application is because it has blending mode. It has a blending tools, and that is one of the things the PixelLab is lacking. It will have been an amazing thing. Another thing is how our design normally get distorted. Whenever you discover that, you just save your design as a PLP, as a project. Then later on, when you get back to it, you discover that it already scattered. At times, embassies are not working. All that is what is has become history. Yeah, become an history. So whenever you are working with the application, you have 100% assurance based on my own experience with this so far. This thing is taking a lot of time. Let's off our data, because one thing that is the application is using compared to is not offline when you are downloading anything, and it's just a normal routine. If you are working with PixelLab and you need resources, you need to go and download what? You need to go and download your things on the Google, and you have to use data as well. I think my data has finished. So if you are removing the background, very easy to remove the background, not to waste our time. And you can back. So when you back here, you see, you just need to go back. Coming. So we can tap here on the layer if you want to delete and get your things deleted. So after that, tap on the image. So we are not going into any of these. Close. So tap on the image right now. When you tap, click on the photo here. Click on more to access your gallery. Then you bring in your resources that you wanted to use. So take it for instance, the resources I wanted to use is here. So I will bring it in. So after bringing it in, I will scroll here, tap on the size, then I will increase it just as perfect as this. So after increasing, just make sure that you save it. Click on the layer, tap on it, empty space, tap on it again, click on this 3-line dot and lock it. After that, we are going back to our gallery. Click on more, then you bring in the other object you wanted to add. So take it for instance, there is a mic I wanted to add. Then you follow the previous process by going to size. Okay, when you go to size, we are going to position this and fit it in. So you can see, right? Don't let it exceed. Okay, perfect. Then you click OK. Tap outside the interface, then tap the inside once and click on the 3-line dot and lock it. Now that we have that, amazing things about this application I still like is it has a very beautiful font, which I've never even imagined. Even when I did my own research, the extent that I look for all these fonts on Google, I have to pay. And they are free, absolutely free. Yeah. Very, very good. I've been seeing all those amazing fonts, looking for it, buy some, which I didn't even know that there are some applications that are so well equipped that can use that will save me for all those things. So now let's go into our into our write-up. So we want to type something. Today is a Saturday. We have a spicy Saturday. Okay, then how can I download? How can I go to fonts? How can I change it? You see, immediately you type, you just tap on this upward arrow. Then when you tap on it, you see these are the fonts, the font library. You can be looking at it that is this all the font that no. When you tap on one, it has variety of font inside. So amazing. You can see it, and it gives you room to add your custom font. So the font that was here are so much amazing compared to PixelLab. This is not a promotional application. I don't even know the person, but I'm trying to appreciate this particular application. It can help you to make a very beautiful design. Then after this library, you just click on it. Like take it for instance, I've downloaded this one Mac, download this one Mac. So let's download this one. You just tap on it and you see automatically it will download. You see it has changed the font for me. Immediately you download, you can go back and change it. Okay, and if you want to, new font is added every day. I mean, always. So when you go to new, you see variety of font that is added. I've downloaded some there. Check it. It gives you room to add a custom font. When you tap here, just tap on add font. Then you go to your download, where you know your download your font normally. You normally download your font. When you come here, just search any font. Let's say you want to search for Latif. There's a font I remember called Latif. This is it. So you see the one at the top which you have already extracted, not the zip one. Just tap on it. You see font, one store font installed successfully. I mean one font installed successfully. Let's come here. You see this is the font Latif. You can see. So now we can go and look for the font we want here. So I want to use this font called Spicy. Then I will go to size. I have the font increase. Let me increase the font very well. So this is the font I want to use. Then I will drag it down. I need to reduce it a little bit. Okay, reduce it a bit. Okay, very good, very good. So now that I've positioned it there, I need to give it a color. So I have to go to my PixelLab right now. So searching for all these color. So take it for instance, I have a color code here, which is FFE197. So I will just go to the color, then I will go to, okay, go to the color bucket, FFE197. FFE197. Then I will give it this color. There is another color which I want to use as a kind of I want to use that as a shadow. That is E98300. E98300. So I will go to the shadow, then on it. Okay, sorry. E93. I will go to the shadow, the color I want to use. E93, E93. So tap here, E93, E9. Let me check, E9 8300. 8300. Okay, so I'm using this as a shadow. Now that I have that, the next thing I want to do is to just adjust. Go to the blur it. Okay, when you the angle show the rotation of your shadow. How do you want it to face? So it has 4 places to do that. Then it has a blur. How do you want it to be blur? I want it to blur very well. Then the opacity, you can reduce this so that it will not be too much. You understand? So everything is cool now. Okay, then we can go to the angle again. The angle is that is where our skill is needed. If you want it to be showing under or at the top. So now it's cool now, as you can see. Okay, so the next thing we need to do after that, we just tap OK. So what we're going to do next is to just make sure that sorry. So we make sure that we lock this so that our hand will not be touching. You see, if you don't edit it, you can't move it. So the next thing is to go to we go to where I want to type as well. So we just put Saturday. Okay, Saturday. So we need to change the font. So what kind of a font are we using? Let's look at it, Saturday. So let's use this font. You can use any font that you desire anyway. So then you go to the size. So getting to the size, you increase the size very well, just as perfect as this. Okay, cool, cool. So after that, the next thing you need to do is to apply color as usual. So I want to just tap on this and tap on edit. Then I will go to the color. That's the first thing. Then change the color to something amazing like this. Just change the color to this. Or better still, you can use the color picker. Pick the color of this. Just pick this color. Use any of the color here that can be cool. Okay, is this cool? Or we pick color from here. It's more or less the same thing. So we can use our color picker, as you can see. Pick the color from here. Now, the blending mode. I don't like the way this spicy is very flashy. So what am I going to do next? I'm going to the image. Then after that, I will search something. So pixel. So I will search for, let's say, golden texture. Okay, search for it. Then you see variety of golden texture, right? I can pick any of it. So I want to download this. You can see that it's network before. So this one downloaded automatically. So after that, the next thing I want to do, let's say landscape. So I want to merge this. Okay. So I will go to the mask. Okay, so the mask I want to erase, just erase some area, then I will make sure that it cover area where I wanted. Okay, I will make sure it cover the area where I wanted. That's what I want to do. So sorry, so the next thing I want to do now is to make sure it's just cover the area where I wanted. So after even merging it, after blending it, I can, okay, let it come. Then we go to blending. This is the blending. Then how do we blend it? I will multiply. Okay, I mistakenly select another one. Sorry guys. So this is the one I'm supposed to select. Then after selecting this, sorry, edit. So after selecting this, I can, you see, so I can bold it the way I want. So how do I mean I can blend it. You can see what I'm talking about. So you can blend it to your own desired taste. So I think I've seen one. This is cool. Let's see the screen. Lighting, multiply. The multiply is cool. So I can quickly go for this. Then I will tap OK. Then this one will give me an avenue to change the color for this because it's somehow. Then I will go to, go to the layer, then bring this one to the top. It's already at the top. Very good. So the color is what I'm having issue with concerning this. So I will click on edit. Just tap on this one. So if you are still experiencing that, the next thing you need to do is to just tap on it so you can lock it. Okay, very good. So after locking it, we'll be able to have a full control over this. So this one, we are not blending it. We take it back to normal. Okay, so when you take it back to normal, that's why it's not obvious. So we are going to the color to change the color for it. So change the color. When you click on normal, go to the color, change the color. Okay, okay, I know the issue here. So we need to bring this to the front. Click on the layer and take it to the front, move it like this. Very cool. So after you are able to do that, you can see everything is obvious now. So another thing that we can do is this. We can move this one down a little bit. I'm now exporting. Click on edit. So this one, let's unlock it. Then we can move it down. I want it to, and I can rotate it if I want. So just come here, then you can rotate the way you want it to be. So when you rotate it, you can still go to the size, increase the size. Okay, you can see what I'm talking about, so that it will give it perfect shape. So when you are able to do that, so that it will not affect, and if it is affecting, if you don't want it to affect the image, there is a way we can do that. So we can have this one lock now. So lock it. Okay, very good. So you can see it give a little room for that, and it will really work amazingly. So another thing we can do here is to duplicate. So I want to duplicate this. So let's duplicate this. Let's duplicate it. Just tap back, duplicate. So when you duplicate it, you can move it to cover this particular area. Okay, then you go to edit. then go to rotation, then you can rotate to your own desired taste. Okay, just move it, let it come here. Then it can be changed anyway. The blending can be changed to lighting. Let's see the screen, darken. You can change it to whatever you want as long as it's really cool with it. But if it doesn't cool, it's better you use a multiply or screen or overlay. Okay, very good. So now we have things at our hand now. Okay, so we can have this one lock as well. Why we lock this as well? So now everything is seem to be cool. Why we lock this? So you can see now that we are what? We are making things work the way we want it. So I'm trying at least to take excuse. I'm trying at least to take my time so that you can get it the way everything, since it is the first introduction about this application. So now everything seems to be cool, right? So the next thing we need to do right now is to put in some amazing write-up. So I'm going to the write-up area where I want to, but I need to change the font first. So the font I want to use, I'm not using this. Let's use a Stretch Pro, the Stretch Pro. So then we have we have music policy. Okay, music policy. Then we'll put in this music policy. Let's say DJ K, DJ K. Then let's put in this DJ K. Then we have host. So we have Hayup. So let's put this one at the first. Then we go to our size here, reduce the size very well. Okay, reduce the size very well, very cool. Then we bring that one here, reduce the size very well. So it shouldn't exceed. Don't forget the principle of alignment. This one grid is working perfectly. So now you shouldn't forget that. So this one cool, right? So the next thing we need to do after position that is to give it a color. So we just go to the color area here while we put our color across. So after that has been done, we need to go to just mark it. Then you are done. Go to the text area. Then we put in for, let's change the font first to Latif. Then we put in for, let's say, for table. So we have for table bookings, and let's say reservation. Okay, so we just put the phone number across. So this is just for educational purpose, so I'm putting my phone number. Okay, so when you are able to put that, you just rush quickly to the size, reduce the size very well. Okay, reduce the size, then you bring it down. Okay, very good. But that one can go beyond this a little bit. You can make it go beyond. Perfect. You can let it go beyond a little bit, but not much. Then go to the color, change the color to the same thing. So the next thing we need to do, we are still maintaining this color, so we just mark it. So after marking, the next thing we need to do after that is to we just we'll just put in our address. Let's put the address. So we go to the text area again. We don't need to change the font. Let's say we have number 15. This is taking much time. Number 15. So let's say we just use one any of my the address I know. So let's say Ideal Street. Let's just come one of Ideal Street off KUs K Lagos. Okay, so after putting that one on, then we go to the size. we reduce the size as usual. Okay, so let's reduce the size, and we have that position, but there will be a spacing between the first one, but the second one there shouldn't be more space, so that one can just squish in and we'll put it around there. Okay, then we go to the color, change the color immediately. Then we are done with everything. Just mark it. Then when you mark it, tap empty area. We can, before we lock everything, we can just rearrange a little bit to make the thing work well. Okay, so but before that, the next thing we can do now is to let's go to 30. So let's go to the font, change the font to, let's use this, or we change it to stretch, whether the stretch or Eventica, or we change it to, let's say we use Multizera. Multizera, can it work? It can work. So let me use stretch. The stretch should be able to work. So let's use a stretch. So when you use a stretch, you have to position it around there. Then we go to the size, have the size reduce a bit. Okay, reduce the size. Then after that, we are going to the text again. Just tap OK, but we need to apply color to this. Okay, just click on edit. Then what are we going to do to this one? What we're going to do is to just give it a color. So for instance, and I'm going to put a finishing touch to that again, just give it this color first. Okay, then we go to the text area where we put match. So we have match. We have match. Okay, let's write it in full. We have match, but should be in capital letter. Okay, so when we have that, we go to the size, have the size to reduce as well to something that can accommodate here because of alignment. Okay, the grid is working, and we have what we can use to move it. If your hand is touching, just tap on that, then you will have what we call a nudge, like exactly like a Canva. So when you click on that notch, you can be able to move it the way you want. So I'm trying to maintain the alignment, not to allow it to be too big. So everything is still in the same row, so you can now move. So when you move, join it up a little bit. Okay, perfect. Then the color you are going to use, so we still need to tap on it, then click on edit before you can do anything. Then you go to the color, change the color to this. Perfect. Then the next thing we need to do is to mark. Now go back to the text area and type 7 p.m. Okay, then we go back to the size, have the size to be reduced a bit. So when you reduce the size, move it, position it around there. When you position, go back to the size, reduce the size. Then you can go back to nudge. So the nudge will allow you to move it very slowly. Move it. So when you look at it, alignment is not balanced. So we need to reduce small. Okay, so now we are reducing it and everything seems to be cool. So the next thing we need to do is to just move it down a little bit. Now we are done with everything. So you can now go to the color, have the same color given to this, then click on mark, and we are done with everything. So this is just a simple trick, right? But something occur here which I need to look for. So take you for instance, I'm looking for this. So where is it? Does it mean? So I'm looking for something here. I didn't see one particular file again. So take you for instance, I want to unlock this. So I'm looking for it. Okay, maybe I mistakenly changed the blending mode. So that's why we need to. So you can see I mistakenly changed the blending mode. So instead of that, the next thing I need to do is to go to the layer back, then have it deleted. Then I will come here, okay, click OK. Sorry, go back to the layer, unlock this, then I will now duplicate. Tap on it, then I will duplicate it. So once I duplicate it, I'll be able to move it to cover this particular area. Okay, perfect. So the next thing I need to do after that has been done, I need to just tap empty area or tap here, then duplicate. So once this time around, when I duplicate, I have to position this around here. Now I have everything at the tips of my hand. So the next thing is to duplicate this, then I will bring it here. Just have it as a color here. Is this not amazing? So now I can lock everything I wanted to lock here. Okay, so we have everything done. You can see, right? So this is just a simple tricks on how you can come up with amazing of petty flyer using GoDaddy Studio. So very soon when we work with this application, I'm going to compare this application I'm talking about, which make it to be two, which I found out recently. So we are going to look at that application as well, called Bizat. So I have the application here as well. Let me show you. This is it. And when you look at that application, you see this one can remove unwanted object automatically. When you click this, you can see, just tap, it will clear it. You can see. So I'm working on this application as well. I'm going to show you guys. I want to see which one is the best among the two. Thanks for watching. I believe we'll learn something from here. God bless you. So feel free, guys, if you're having any issue with this application, don't forget to just pick the number at the description and message me directly. I'm going to drop the link to this application at the description. And if you want to learn more about this, you can join my training, because I'm introducing this particular application, two of it, and another two mock-up application apart from Pro2P, which are very, very simple. I'm going to introduce it to my student. You can join the coaching class to learn more and added more value to yourself. Thanks for watching once again. God bless you. How do you save your work like this? Then you have variety. You can share, you can do anything with it. If you save it in GoDaddy Studio, that is PLP, you can later access it. So I'm saving it to my gallery. You can see it already saved. Let me view the work. So open it directly here, then you have the work. Is this not amazing? So thanks for watching, guys. God bless you.